All right, obviously it's a disappointing ending to the game. It's a hard-fought game. We knew this would be. We would be coming into a motivated team, a really good atmosphere, and that we were going to need to play really good football. And the reality is, we did a lot of good things on all sides, but we did not we just didn't play good enough to win. At the end of the day, we put ourselves in great position there. At the end of the game, didn't get it done. Give credit to Minnesota. Those guys played well, played hard. It was a really close game. Obviously, came down to just inches right there at the end. We've had a couple of those, and that's the frustrating thing for our team right now. I mean, we're 2 plays away from probably being 5-0, but those plays happened, and we've had opportunities to win those games. And so we've put ourselves in those positions, which is hard to do on the road against quality teams. But obviously, we're frustrated that we haven't finished them off, and we've got to close the gap, play a little bit better on any of the 3 sides, which we're going to hold all 3 sides accountable, all the coaches, everybody. We need to be a little bit better because we got the makings of a really good team in there.
From 17-10 and driving to the end, are there any decisions that you lament or looking back on would you do differently?
Not off the top of my head right now. We got down to third medium. Obviously, the play Miller got hit, and the interception was a big play. And obviously had a chance to stop him, had multiple chances to stop him on the last drive, didn't get it done. Had a phenomenal goal line stand. I'm sure you guys will ask me about that. I don't really have a vantage point on if it was or if he had the ball, or I'll trust that the review, hopefully made the right decision there.
In both defeats this year, the offensive tackle plays made some critical mistakes the offensive tackles have. What was your assessment of them tonight, and how do you get better play from those spots?
Well, we averaged 7 yards a carry, and honestly, I would say I felt like offensively, I mean, it's kind of strange looking at the scoreboard, but I mean, I thought our guys played a really good game up front. I mean, we gave up a couple of pressures at untimely moments, but no, we took some steps. I mean, that was, whatever defense in the country, they're a good defense. We knew that they were. We controlled the ball a lot. We ran the ball extremely well. We just didn't make enough plays to win.
Coach, you had 8 penalties, a handful of those being pre-snap penalties. How can you, in future, eliminate those as head coach?
Coach better.
Miller, what was Minnesota's defense able to do to maybe stifle the pass game?
I don't know. I thought, they did a really good job offensively of limiting our possessions. Seemed like it was pretty intentional. They played pretty soft all game. I thought we, gashed them in the run game, like Coach Riley said. So stuff was there offensively. I felt like we were moving the ball up and down the field. Just, obviously didn't put the points up to, reflect that.
Jamil, did you feel like that last touchdown they got in for Minnesota?
No, don't ask him that. Don't ask him that. Next question.
On the 3rd and
Who
4.
cares what he says on that? Like what, player's opinion? Let's ask a more professional question.
So, Coach, going back to the second half play calling, the 3rd and 4, I think about 7 minutes left. Was that the play call to go downfield? You said you were running the ball great, 7 yards a clip.
Yeah, we had a great one-on-one matchup with Deuce that, has been pretty good for us. So, yeah, no, we called it. We got to execute it.
I think in a few games in a row now where regardless of win or loss, kind of the self-created mistakes, turnovers, fumbles, whatever you make of the offensive line, just those kind of issues have cost you guys. But what do you look back on that as the kind of the theme, the problem there, and how do you correct it from a coaching standpoint?
Yeah, I don't know if there's necessarily a theme. I mean, it's been all parties involved. Just the tough ones for us has been just like the first half of Wisconsin. I think all 3 of our turnovers tonight were in plus territory when we had good drives going. And again, those are times when, especially when you got a kicker like we do, that's like, man, those are points every single time. You feel like when you get over there, and then we typically expect to score a bunch of touchdowns there as well. So, I mean, 3 drives ended in plus territory with that in a game like this where there weren't many possessions. I mean, it was massive.
Lincoln, I know you're talking about how slow starts had hampered you guys. Obviously tonight, kind of a slow start. Again, how do you iron out those issues, especially now that it's several games in a row?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We were 7-0 after the deal the other day. So I mean, what we define as a start, I know we can call it all what we want. We had a good drive there to start the game. Yeah, we want to get off to a good start, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I tell you guys, like we got to keep playing. And still, this team, every time we've gotten off to a slow start, we've come back and taken the lead late in the game every single time. So we talked about it a lot with the guys. We've emphasized it like crazy. That's one of the several things that we got to keep getting better at, and I'm confident that we will. But you know, we're still putting ourselves in position to win these games, and we need to make the one more play to push ourselves over the hump.
Mickey, you mentioned the success in the run game, you know, still with some of those offensive line struggles, are you confident in the personnel that you have and kind of the ability of that group
Absolutely.
to
No, like, we moved the ball at will tonight. I mean, it was, again, you can't have those turnovers down there. To run the ball like we did, you know, we protected the quarterback well for a large part of the night. You know, we got good enough play out of the O-line to win.
Look, you've had the ball maybe midway through the fourth quarter, the last few games with a chance to kind of put a drive together, gone 3 and out. Have you seen maybe similarities in those possessions?
No, not really. I mean, you gotta make those plays. You know, we made some critical plays. I mean, we ran out the clock last week against Wisconsin and had some good stuff in the fourth quarter. So, no, I mean, you know, those are the big moments, and we've got to go make those competitive plays in those moments. We've had some opportunities on all 3 sides to close it out, and we've just been, like I said, we're 2 plays away right now.
You guys go into Penn State, you know, that's maybe the toughest matchup of the year. How do you regroup, you know, from this?
Oh, we're ready to go. We're ready to go start preparing right now. So we're gonna prepare like crazy. We're gonna have a great week of practice. Coliseum's gonna be rocking. We're gonna be excited as hell to play. That's what we do.
Is there any clarity on the timeline for Eric Gentry's return?
No, not right now.
Jamil, they mounted 12-play drive with a chance to take the lead there. What was maybe lacking defensively on that drive?
I just think, you know, to start out, I think as a team we played a pretty good game. Like Coach said, there's definitely some plays out there that we could be better on all sides. But especially defensively, we just got to be better at the pre-snap mistakes. And just even talking about that last drive, we just got to be more locked in. But at the end of the day, I'm proud that we were able to fight the way we fought. And those plays that we missed today, we're going to work as hard as we can to get them moving forward.
What was the explanation for the extra timeout they gave Minnesota?
The Minnesota linebacker called timeout, and the coach said he did not want a timeout, and the head referee made a decision that wouldn't count. So that was his decision, and obviously ended up being pretty important.
Let's do one more.
With Mason Murphy struggling on the right side, was there any idea of having a tight end come over, chip, or running back?
I don't know.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right.